Hello, hello, hello. This is Patricia, demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In the United States and more specifically here in Alaska. And today we're going to start a new series. This series is going to be with the Plentiful plants. And in the current catalog, May 2021 to April 2022, on, I believe it is page 81. If I can get there, there we go. Plentiful plants. Here is the suite. There are some amazing things in this suite. One of these is this lattice. Can you see that lattice there behind those plants? So cute. And then you can cut that lattice up if you want. By the way, here are some great ideas. You know, take these ideas and go with them. All you have to do is copy. There's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with copying. That's why we put these sets in here, or these cards in here. They're not sets. I guess you could make them sets. But this is the stamp set that we're going to look at. So it is Plentiful Plants, and love the sentiments. A little note with the biggest thanks. You were there and I'm very grateful. Thank you to a dear friend. Love you. You touched my heart so very much. So lots of great stamps. And by the way, there's also some fantastic dies in this one. I have already pulled out some of those, so they're not all there at the moment. But the item number for the bundle is 155688. The bundles are always nice, especially if you have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine or some kind of die cutting machine, because then you get 10% off. So these are the dies that I've already pulled out, and we're going to cut those here in just a moment. But let's start with what we need, and I've sort of got it laid out already for us. So we need a half of a sheet of, it's not Whisper White, Basic White. I keep trying to say Whisper White. And then fold it in half. So it's 8.5 by 5.5. Once you've cut the 8.5 by 11 in half, and then fold at 4 1/4. So we've got that done. Then we've got an evening evergreen piece, and this piece is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8, and we will layer that on the white. And then this is out of the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper. And they're double-sided, amazing sets. I don't have this right here at the moment. Can't seem to lay my hands on it. But this particular piece is 3 inches by 4 1/4. And that's going to layer on our evening evergreen. So we'll do that here in just a moment. And then we have a little bitty scrap of cinnamon cider that is 3 by 1/2, and we are going to use that to make a little shelf to put our plants on. So we'll do that in a moment. And then this is going to be for our sentiment. We'll do that in a few minutes. And then I've just got literally some scrap pieces of Basic White, and we are going to use those to stamp our plants on. Let me move the camera, sorry, just a second. Okay, and let's pull out our stamp pads. We have got Garden Green, Evening Evergreen, and Gray Granite. So those are the colors that we are going to use. Oh, and I forgot, we had another little scrap. I already cut this one with this little piece. Can you see those? There we go. That is for our planter, and that is in Evening Evergreen. All right, so we're going to start with our Garden Green, and we are going to do our 3-leaved plant in that one. So we'll put this somewhere on here so that we leave plenty of room for our 5-leaf plant. So straight down, straight up. Yes. We'll close this one. Get that out of the way. And then we'll come in with our Evening Evergreen. And we'll do that one with the 5-leafed plant. Get some good coverage on that. And put that on here. Straight down. Once I decide where I'm going to put it. And straight up. Give it some good pressure. There we go. Oh, looks nice. Okay, and you notice I've got some ink on the edge of that block. You know, one thing I have not talked a lot about in the videos is these blocks. Let me see if I can get one here that doesn't have anything on it, even if I have to take some things off of it. How's that? So on the blocks, they're ergonomic. They've got this little groove where you can hold it on all four sides, and it does tell you what size of block it is. And when you use a block, you want to use one that's not, you want to cover the stamp needs to be all on the block. In other words, I tried to put this stamp on this one, and I could manipulate it where everything but this. So this, I believe, is C, so I did have to go up to the D size in order to get that. But you don't want it to be, you know, the huge block and try to put this on there, because then you tend to roll it. And so it really is helpful to have all the different sizes of blocks, or at least all but maybe the top two. Okay, so this one is gray granite, and I've got my little planter, and I am going to straight down and straight up. Now this, you know what, I don't like that. Let's do that again, only I'm going to stamp off this time. Let me find something to stamp off on. There we go. I like that, but I want something in between, so I think I'll stamp off lightly and then stamp. Well, that's not much better. I'm not sure which one. I might cut out all three of those and see which one I like better. It's not bad. This one's not bad. It's I think I might do the first stamped off one. Who knows what we'll do? We'll find something. Okay, let's cut all of these out. So let's move everything out of the way. We've already got our planter cut out. Going to bring in the Big Boss, or the standard size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And so our layers on this are 1, 2, 3. And as I'm sure you've heard me say before, I like to have one of these layer 3s that I cut. Whoops, which side? There you go. And one. Now you can see that I've accidentally cut into some of those, and yes, I'm the one who did it. It's no big deal. It will become my cutting plate eventually. But for now, it is my do not cut plate. And I'm going to layer that on, and I'm probably going to put a little bit of tape on it. I like this purple tape, and I use it over and over and over and over again. Okay, so once I've got it lined up, and I've got that one lined up, I shouldn't try to do both. I'm not going to try to do both. I'll just put that on there like that, and then I'll line this back up, and then put that down. Whoops, that's still not exactly right. So come back up. There we go. Okay, and let's go ahead and get one of these in here. Let's do this one. Now, you don't have to use the purple tape if you don't want to. You can just get it lined up and go for it. If you mess up, you know what? It's paper. Do it again. Of course, there's also your time. Whoa, you know what? I did not cut that. We're going to come back through, because you see how where I didn't put the tape on my, I'll pull those out and do this one separately. There we go. Oops. Okay. Put this in there again. I know, on camera, it looks like you really should use that purple tape, but I don't use it most of the time. There we go. I know I'm being putsy. Okay, there we go. Looks good. And then I'm going to roll it all the way through and put up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You know, I used to have die cutting machines from other companies, and I know that I sell this, but I tell you, this has been by far my absolute favorite. I just love this. So that's how I store it. I put the plates underneath of it so they're not you know, in my way, and then store it. All right, so let's pull all of these out. Now I still want to be careful pulling that tape off, and then I'll just put it on top of the machine. And here are all of my die cuts. There we go. Okay, now this, I can almost throw this away. I am teasing. I seem to use those things absolutely to death. But, you know, that's a good thing. Where's my other die? Oh, right there. Right in front of my face. I have a class in my home on the first Friday and Saturday of every month. And the participants, anytime I ask where something is, they're like, it's right in front of you, because it always will be. All right, I'm going to use my seal, and we're going to go ahead and put these two together. Okay, so I've got that. Line it up, you know, the best you can. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card base. Okay, and I'm going to put it a little bit over to the left, and I'll show you why in just a minute, because I'm going to put my sentiment here. All right, then I need to put my cinnamon cider piece. That's the one that's 3 by ½ inch. And we're going to put that right on the bottom. It looks better to have, there we go, to have a something for a shelf, if you will, for your plants to sit on. And then I want to take my glue dots, and I'm going to put it on the front of this one. Actually, I want to put that one in the back because I want this one in the front. So I'll just go ahead and put that like that, and then get another glue dot, again, on the front. There we go. And put my pot like that. Nice. And then, where is my, I know, don't tell me it's right in front of me. Well, I don't know what happened to it, but I do happen to have another one here. And then I'm going to put this inside this. Now, this is the really cool thing. If you want to use this, you can, there is a slit, and you can put your pot in there. Now, this one sort of sits up high, but you know what? I kind of like that. So that's how my pot is going to sit. All right. And it's already, I mean, I didn't even have to glue that, and it's all together now. But I do want to glue it down to my card. So I'm going to put liquid glue in here. And I'm just going to kind of dot everything up real good. And then I'm going to give a bit. I could, you know, do my silicone matte thing like I usually do. Come on, get on there. There we go. All I really need is that little bit. All right. And I'm going to place it right about there. Make sure my pot and everything are straight up. Glue everything down. Oh, look at that. It's looking really good. Okay, now I need my sentiment. And here's my sentiment strip. And I am going to do, let's do a little note. Let's see what it says. A little note with biggest thanks. And I am going to do that in Evening Evergreen. Okay. So, there we go. And put it down. Oh, I don't think I got that straight. It's a good thing. Oh, not straight at all. It's a good thing that paper has a second side, eh? All right, let's try this again. And then I'll tell you how big this little piece is, because I forgot to do that. I'm not sure if I got it straight. Oh, it's good enough. Okay, so let's see how big this little strip is. It is 2 by 1. I should have remembered that. All right, and let's put this up on dimensionals. Oh, getting close to the end of this. That's kind of fun. All right, there we go. Put that up. I know that worries me to have that out. But this is why I wanted to put, there we go, this just a little bit to the left so that I could put my note, my sentiment, off to the right like that. I just kind of like the look of that, you know? And there's our card. Now, I never, ever, ever want to leave the inside unstamped, so we are going to put another one of these. It's just another stamp out of the stamp set. We're going to do it in Evening Evergreen again. No, yeah, we'll do it in Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to put it up here in the corner. There we go. And in this corner. And there we go. Ta-da! So we have done the inside, the outside, and we need to do our envelope. And again, I will do the same stamp here in the corner. Ta-da! And on the flap in the back. And there. And now we have our card and our envelope done. Isn't that cool? And it really didn't take that much time. I am amazed, even every time I get in my craft room and start crafting, how quickly, once you have it designed, how quickly it will come together. And the good part is, the designs are done for you. Awesome. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. If you have not already done so, please subscribe down below. And then next to that subscribe button is a bell. If you will ring that bell, and you will then get notifications anytime I have videos that are published. And you have a great day. Thank you so much. I also appreciate, by the way, comments and shares. So have a good one. Take care. Happy crafting.